Hi guys, so on today's video we're going to talk all about money management, how you can manage your money and make more of it. Guys, while you're here and before you forget, I'd just ask if you could press that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos, and hit that notification bell as well. So what is money management? Okay, well it's effectively what you do with your money and how you either lose it or keep it or create it. So some of the basics, okay? So what a lot of people will do is they become successful, or even if they're not even successful, but they have, let's say they have some success, okay? So they make some money, and then the brain kicks in and says, oh, we've always wanted a new TV, we've always wanted a new car, we've always wanted a new camera, a new PC, laptop, wherever it may be. And then there is a temptation to go and spend that money on materialistic things, okay? The other extreme is that they go and buy, they are moderately successful, and then they go and buy Ferraris, Rolexes, sports cars, whatever it may be, okay? So there is a temptation, and it's a big temptation, that when you make some money, you're going to spend it on things that won't make you money. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that you should reward yourself, and so what I do, as I make money, I will have small rewards for myself, okay? So, if I were you, what I would do is say, okay, what is it what is it that you've wanted? So you've got to be rewarded for some of your success, okay? It's no good just earning all the money and then for years not giving you any reward or success. So, but have small things, okay? Don't go and buy, lavish items that are just going to, try and make you look good, okay? All it's going to do is try and make you look good. Half the viewers are going to think, actually, you don't look good. Half the viewers will think, yeah, you do, but what does it prove? What's the point anyway, okay? So the other thing that I say is that I'd rather be earning money than spending it, okay? So earn versus spend, okay? So actually, I'll just put on the board as well. So we just mentioned good items and bad items. So, only spend it on good, okay? So, yeah, give yourself little rewards. But ultimately, that money has got to work for you. And the old saying, money makes money, is true. The more money that you make, the more that can go and make more money. So money makes money, okay? So let's just say you've earned £20,000 on a deal. So you've got 20k. Now, it's tempting to think, you know what, we haven't had a holiday for ages, we're going to go on holiday. But that money's gone, okay? Now, I'm not saying don't go on holidays, but I'm just saying that the temptation is that when you make lump sums of money, you'll spend it. Most lottery winners, if you go and visit them 3 or 4 years later, they've lost everything. There's actually been TV documentaries done about winners that have won, like even as much as 20 million, and they've got nothing. I think I remember one guy who was like in his 20s. He won, 20 odd million. He went and bought helicopters and everything, and then they've depreciated in value. Crashed them, whatever he did, I don't know, but lost the money. And that happens whether you get $1 million, 5 million, 10 million, whatever it may be. Most people can't keep hold of money because the temptation there is to buy material things, okay? And so I just encourage you that when you make money, that money should be a soldier for you. It should go out and make more money. Each bit of, each pound or dollar needs to be a soldier and to go and make more money. Yeah, I mean, the amount of people that I see that, they're driving around in, Rolls Royces or Lamborghinis or any expensive car, £100,000 car, but then they're living in a terraced house. Now, I haven't got any problem with anybody living in a terraced house, okay? All I'm saying is it's not very sensible if you're spending more on your car than you are on your house, okay? And that just goes to show to me that it's just for image, just for, it's just for what people think, okay? So be sensible with your money. As you earn it, invest it, buy more properties, do something with it. But keep it, don't spend it, because otherwise, you're going on a 20k, before you know it, you've spent 5k on a holiday, then, you've spent a couple of thousand on that nice curved 3D TV you wanted to buy, you've, another £1,000 just goes on whatever else, yeah. So before you know it, you're left with 12k on this example, okay? And for what? I'd rather keep that 20, make another 20 with it, make another 20, and then I can go and decide, okay, I'm going on a holiday now, okay? Make 60k and then spend 5k on a holiday. As I said, I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy the fruits of your work, shouldn't enjoy your successes, but I'm just saying just be careful, because it is very, very tempting that while you've got the money, to spend it. And the other thing that will happen is, the worst thing that ever happened to society is the plastic debit cards, because we just tap it or we just type our PIN in and we don't really look at our bank statement. So we don't, if you've got money in your pocket in cash and you've got £100 and you pay out £20 to someone, you've got 80 left. When 20 years ago, if you'd go out for a night out, you'd take some cash with you, you might pay for a taxi or an Uber. Well, you wouldn't pay for an Uber because you'd be on an app, but you'd pay for a taxi, you'd go and, you'd have a few drinks, and every time you take the money out, you can see what you've got left. But it's a dangerous game with plastic, because you don't know what you've spent. And a lot of people, particularly with online bank statements these days, you don't even get the bank statement in the post. You've got to go and look at it if you want to know what you've got. And before you know it, it's gone. And that's why most people that are in a job spend up until their limit. In fact, a lot of people don't even realise they've spent it until the card declines and they realise that, oh, I've run out of money this month. Now I've got to go in my overdraft till I get paid again, okay? And as I say, so it doesn't matter if you're talking about somebody that's got a job earning £1,500 a month or somebody that's earning £150,000 in profit. The temptation is there that you will spend. So all I can say is money management. Be careful with your money. So the other thing with money management is a balance, okay? So it's a balance between life now and life in the future. So obviously we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know what's around the corner. So we could keep all our money now so that these little soldiers can go out and earn more money, but we could get run over by a bus next week, okay? So that's why I said earlier, there has to be some small wins along the way. You've got to give yourself, you've got to give yourself little treats every now and again. There's got to be a balance between now and the future. It's no good earning, if we earn 100k now, and then we don't treat ourselves to some things, and then something unfortunate happens, and then we haven't got, we're not here anymore. So, time is precious, life is precious. So it's that fine balance between I've got money, stay grounded, and then let that money make more money for the future. Don't get me wrong. There comes a point where you might say, actually, you know what? I've replaced my income, so I'm earning 5k a month. And I'm quite happy with that now. I don't want anything else. I don't want to increase my income. That's great. Well then now, you can go on spending sprees if you want. It all depends what you want to do with your money. But if you want to keep growing your money and growing your income, you just need to be careful that you make that money work for you. Okay? If you get to where you want to be, then that's fine. Toys every day. But I think first of all, you've got to decide where you want to be, and until you get there, just give yourself small rewards along the way just to keep you going. We all need motivation. And if it's motivating you because you've got that new car in mind, well then great. The other thing that you can do is if you're earning, let's say, you know, if you earn 20,000 off a deal and you want a new car, why don't you take 2,000 off that deal, put it in another separate account, and take 2,000 off that deal, and so on. So you're adding up, and you know, you're saving little bits as you go along. It's not all in one go, because ultimately, whatever cash, if you've got a pot of cash in the middle, this is your working capital. Okay, so that working capital will dictate. That working capital will dictate what you can do as far as business. You know, what you can invest in, what you can buy, what properties you can go and bid on and negotiate on and buy. So that working capital is key to your success. I would always say to you, if I could give you some tips now, some actionable points, okay? So I would say, number one, live like you're broke. So we've just covered that really. So live like you're poor, live like you're broke. You haven't got any money. Be very frugal, save, reinvest it, earn more money. Okay. Next is, I would say that you need to have a financial plan. So plan out what money you've got now and plan out what you're going to do with that money. Okay. So if you've got a plan, the old saying is if you fail to plan, you will plan to fail. I'll say that again. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay? Meaning, if you don't plan, you're just going to probably fail because you haven't got something you're aiming for. You haven't got a clear plan. Okay? So, I would say do a financial plan. So, if you don't already understand, get familiar with cash flows. Okay? Oh, number 3, cash flow. So, do a cash flow forecast, okay? Forecast your cash position, okay? A lot of people get caught out whereby they've got plenty of equity but no cash, okay? So they think they're rich in assets but not rich in cash. You need cash available to buy things business-wise and property-wise. So you need cash available to be able to move quickly. So it's no good having, saying, okay, well, I've got, 200,000 tied up in a house, okay? So plan your cash. So do a cash flow forecast, okay? And the last thing is that understand accountancy, okay? Okay, so as a business person, it's imperative that you understand the basics of accounting. Okay, so what's your income, what's your outgoings, what's your expenses, what's your profit, hopefully not what your loss is, but what's your cash position, what's your forecasts. You need to understand it, okay? So many people I come across that fail because they don't understand money management, cash flow, financial forecasting and accounts, okay? Enroll on a course. There's courses for £25-30 on the internet. Basic accountancy. And if you don't want to do that, enroll on a basic bookkeeping course, because at least that'll tell you kind of about in and outs, money coming in, money going out, okay? So educate yourself, guys. It's imperative, because without money we can't make more money. Remember, money makes money. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell and like the video if you've liked it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.